You are listening to The Mouthful. Gather around the table and enjoy a cup of wine. Now here's your host, Arnaldo Mad Dog.
Thank you, sir. That was enlightening. Well, welcome, guys. This is going to be episode 6 of GG's The Mouthful.
GG!
And so we've got a lot to talk about today. And for the first time ever, we're not weighed down by time.
No, we are on location. We're in studios.
Lunch crap. We're not at lunch anymore.
No, we are here sipping on some wine, having some good
Cheers,
time.
my friend.
Cheers. And if that sounded like a plastic cup, it's because it's a plastic cup. Arnaldo doesn't trust me with crystals, with glass.
Oh, that's not crystal. That's just plain old glass. All right, well, first off, I do want to start off with probably the most important topic of the day.
Indeed.
And that is our GG Launch Party.
We made it, people!
That we just had on Saturday.
Yes. At
Player1Orlando. Thank you so much for having us.
We gathered, we drank, we saw some pole dancers.
Yes,
actually.
that was extremely unexpected.
That was very surprising. That is not the type of place this is, but it's okay.
Establishment that I thought that was.
It was completely.
It's good to know they're versatile.
PG, yes, yes indeed.
So,
and we had a great turnout. I did not expect to see the amount of people that came in. Love meeting, putting some faces
to the names and
to the names,
like Jason.
Jason was there.
JC Soto.
JC was there. Raphael was there.
A bunch of people were meeting. I was like, oh man, this is great to see everybody there, and I'm glad everybody came out. Thank you so much.
We appreciate that.
Hanging out with us.
And for those who missed it, don't worry. We tend to do this.
The last one.
Yeah, we tend to do this. We used to do it once a year, but it seems like it's become popular. A lot of people join us, and there's definitely we have Movember,
which is usually kind of difficult because it falls right around Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
so that makes it difficult for a lot of people.
Plus, we have people that are visiting Amy. From
at the beginning of November.
At the beginning of November, so we might want to maybe move it. I mean, stand by. Keep your eyes posted. We're gonna be doing some updates and let you know when the next GG Player One raid. Because apparently that's our location.
Thank
Player
you
One.
also to Player1Orlando for helping us out and giving us just excellent service.
Yes,
the place is always booming. They always have the best setups. I got to play Gauntlet. Like the
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet. I haven't played this in forever.
I did not get to play any games.
Several games of NBA Jam, which I played with
a classic.
Brett, yes, and he kicked my ass the first time, which is fine. But we got revenge. I'll tell you the secret to my revenge. Steal his teammate.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yes. And,
there are some pictures. If you guys want to check them out, the festivities were amazing. And we took some pictures. We took some video. Chakra, always.
Yes.
You can count on him to bring it home.
So yeah, he did.
He bring
the hats. He brought the shirts. He was GG.
The nicest, more humble person that you can think of. He brought his own mother was there, just hanging out with us and having a great time.
There.
Super cool lady.
Mother Chakrod was
Mother Chakrod is amazing.
And she was lovely.
Yes. So again, thank you guys for coming.
Yeah, it was great, and we'll keep you in. We'll be in touch as to when the next one will be for you.
For the GG party. Sir, we have been served with some news over here.
Oh, yes. Well, first off, before we get into the news, sir, I want to ask you, what have you been playing?
I've been playing the Game of Life. No, actually, I'm ashamed to admit that even though I had a great time, with the Player One get together and all that, but I haven't really touched on the games that I want to play. Like, I have Overwatch there sitting in 2 versions.
Yeah, I know.
2 versions of it waiting for me.
Neither of them did.
And I did not play any of them this weekend. I got Uncharted 4, which again is to my shame. I still haven't beaten, but I'm working. I'm nipping at it,
Nipping
you know,
it
here, there, a little bit,
little.
here, there. And the
Episode
story
by
is
episode.
fascinating. I know I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop playing it. And then I have Doom there, like cursing me out because he wants to be played, and I haven't
You
touched
haven't
it
even
either.
opened it. Still in shrink wrap.
And Fallout 4, you know, it has that.
Fallout 4?
Fallout 4 has the DLC.
The Far Harbor.
Yeah, the Far Harbor,
I
which
didn't know you were going to be trying that.
I want to try it.
I'm not sure if I want to go back to Fallout.
I'm not sure if it. I mean, I heard it doesn't run very good in PlayStation 4 or on console. Actually, no, on PlayStation 4. Believe it or not,
Didn't really run. Period. Anywhere.
Bethesda game is gonna Bethesda.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Bethesda. So.
Of course, Bethesda has something against PlayStation all the time.
Yeah, those bastards.
What was that? Skyrim says hi.
I'm not going back down that road. Well, here's what I've been playing. A buttload of Overwatch.
Oh, that game, that little indie title. Yeah, of course.
Yes, it has taken over. As I mentioned earlier to David, something happened. I put on Uncharted 4 because I was still finishing my second playthrough, and I got about half an hour, and I was like, nope, never mind. I want to play Overwatch. What the hell with this
Something
game?
about that game, I tell you, I knew
so freaking good, bro.
when I started playing, and of course, I realized we've been talking about this game for 3 episodes in a row, but this is. I mean, it has to be said.
There's a point to this.
It has to be said. There was something special. I knew there was something special about this game. I did not think it was gonna take over the way it has. I mean, I seen YouTube. There's tons of YouTube videos, including our own.
Yes.
With tips, tactics, you know, gameplay footage, and people like obsessive, like talking about.
They're obsessed, yeah.
Like I just saw a dude. It was kind of funny. How he was like, "Do not play Overwatch. It'll take over your life."
It's just
you can't.
and I'm not into multiplayer. You know this about me. I am not into multiplayer. I just if it has, especially a game that's just multiplayer.
Mario's multiplayer, where
never
your
thought
fun
that in my
usually
life.
depends on the group that you have with.
Correct, yeah. And here, let me just tell you, it's not. You know, I've ran into a couple points where I was frustrated at the fact that it's me by myself. I don't have anybody I know with me, so I can't speak to anybody. You can do that silly thing to, you know.
The pinwheel.
Yeah, the pinwheel.
Yeah, the
thing.
pinwheel
And
with the
you can
emoticon,
talk.
whether you can say group up.
Yeah, you
and
can
nobody
do that,
listens.
but it literally takes. It's so much faster to just say, "Hey guys, group up." You know what I mean? So I didn't have anybody with me, taking on solo missions, and I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" So, basically, what I realized was that because you can't speak with them, you know, they're literally running into the bottleneck, and then they die, and they run back into the bottleneck. I'm sitting there going, "Guys, hello."
It's that Call of
And
Duty
then
mentality.
Yeah,
still.
then I'll go get a Reinhardt, and I'll get the shield up so we can get through the thing. You know, I'm like, okay, so now we're moving a little bit, but the shield breaks, and they're, you know, and I'm like, the objective isn't even here. You know what I mean? Like, forget about the guy shooting. You know what I mean? So that's. By the way, we're gonna go to our tip of the week.
Oh, yes.
As a matter of fact, let's just jump right to it since we're on Overwatch right now.
Overwatch tip of the week.
So, tip of this week, guys.
Play of the game. Tip of the week.
It is about the objective. It is not about the kills.
Yes.
On teams that I win all the time, it's because we and I'm never the guy who has the most kills.
Yes.
But I'm always the guy standing over the objective. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm there. I'm like,
Yes.
you know, and it happens on a lot. Like I'll be Widowmaker, and I'm up on the hot, you know, really high, and these guys over here fighting off to the right, and I'm like, the payload's here. So then I have to jump down to get to the payload, and then of course now this is this little tiny little sniper, you know, pushing a payload. You know, and here comes a Reinhardt and knocks me the hell out. You know, and I'm like, what the hell, guys?
You should never. I mean, the payload should always have a minimum of 3 people guarding it. And did you know that the payload actually heals you?
It does heal you, and it moves faster.
It moves
When you
faster.
have multiple people.
Well, up to 3.
Up to 3.
Yeah, up
when
to
you
3.
have up to 3 people,
Yeah,
that's the fastest. So that's it. You really should have at least 3. You know what I mean? That way, and then everybody should be covering to the side.
But then again, it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult to coordinate that when you don't have communication. So it's like you can say group up, and then everybody suddenly is on the payroll on the payload, which is fine, I guess. But
it doesn't always work. So tip of the week, guys: focus on the objective. It's not about the kills. It's about the objective. You get more experience if you win your objectives. And so that's I'm gonna leave that as the first tip of the week.
Yes. We'll definitely lose the Call of Duty mentality and just play your objectives. Stick to that payload. The towers, don't stay on one location. You know, if you're playing as Bastion, I realized that it's almost like what you want to do. You just stick yourself in one spot and just try to wait for them. But you want to be mobile. You want to make sure that, because once they know where you are, once the enemy know where you're at, you're going to be an easy target. Somebody's going to come in after you, whether it's a tracer, whether is...
The moment you take somebody out, they just saw that whole replay on their screen.
Yes.
So they know where you're at.
Yeah. So
you're not
stay mobile.
For very long,
Yeah.
So that's a tip of the week for Overwatch. Another reason I want to bring up Overwatch is because we have a community now, GG community on PS4.
PS4.
And I'm trying to get everybody involved. I think I got about 11, 12 people, but I put out 25 invites. You know what I mean? So I'm going to put on the group a request for gamer tags. By the way, this is on PS4, unfortunately. So if you don't have PS4, well, if you don't have Overwatch, then you can figure out what I'm saying right here. But if you do have Overwatch and it's not on PS4, unfortunately, I don't have a PC.
Yeah, if anybody
he has a PC, he can set it up a community there.
If anybody is interested on setting up the Xbox, group of Overwatch player, it's not that we're trying to focus just on PS4 or that we have PS4 fanboys or anything like that. It's just that our majority of members, that's the system that's the go-to system. But I'll be glad to play. I mean, if we have enough people and it's consistent, I wouldn't mind triple dipping on this game.
And my son here, he has Xbox One, and if maybe he's interested in, we can get him.
They need to do that crossplay.
They do.
Oh my God! Would you imagine?
That would be in every.
That would be
think
legendary.
about it, in every game.
Consoles though,
multi-platform.
It can't be PC. You can't put the PC because the PC is gonna have the advantage because mouse and keyboard. Yeah.
Mouse and keyboard is way more precise.
Yes.
But yes, they really should do that. I think that would be great. It's actually something one of the guys brought up on the on the group. What happened to Xbox and PS4's?
Well, we used to have this guy from this. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, man. I'm missing forgetting your name.
Oh, Joseph.
Joseph, yeah, Joseph. He used to be like very vocal, he was the champion of Xbox, and I was right there with him. I like my Xbox. But
we have something to be happy about, I think, soon.
We need you to step it off, sir.
Yes, come on back. Come on back. So we want to get that. So I'm going to put it on the group. So if you're okay with sharing your gamer tag, by all means put it there. I'll add you as a friend.
How will you not be okay? It's a social group. You should be okay with sharing your information.
Well, I mean, just in case you're not. But
I have fun.
But I will add you onto that, and we'll get you into the community, and then as much people on Overwatch, if we can get a nice full team of 6, and we can get a team of 12.
So we can have people playing. We can have like a clan.
That would be so good, bro.
All right.
That would be so good.
All right, enough about Overwatch. I know you guys are sick of hearing about Overwatch, the game of the year.
Definitely in the running.
Definitely in the running.
All right, we're moving on from the Overwatch. I apologize. All right, so we do have some interesting news that came in recently.
By the way, I'm going to let him do the talking. I'm going to be enjoying
his wine. He's enjoying the wine.
My wine and my sippy cup over here that they gave me. Plastic sippy cup.
For the record, we let the lid off, so we trust you a little bit. So, No Man's Sky has been delayed. Again,
oh my God.
To August 9th.
August 9th.
Which really is not that much further away.
I got
a few weeks away.
I got my notification from Amazon saying that, by the way, yeah, I kind of had a pre-order.
Did you really? How about
only because of the 20%, Prime discount.
Okay.
So
still, you can get that after.
Can you?
Yes, you can.
I did not.
Yes, you can get it with at certain games. Actually, you can go up as far as 2 weeks.
I remember one time I saw a video. I got very excited, but I feel like that game is still one that you might want to wait for reviews, just in the sense that
you pre-order.
There's nothing. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like I watch it. I saw a video once and it got me all psyched up, but then it's like this game could become like the next Spore, which was Spore was a game.
Very hyped.
They got super hyped. This was gonna be the next best thing after SimCity. And then it flopped big time.
Well, I think what started it all was we first heard about it in 2013.
2013.
It is now 2013.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 2016 now. We still don't have this game. And I think, as time goes by and then they show something else and they show something else, the level of hype starts to go up. Oh, man, what? And then they're not really kind of going into detail as to what the game does. So you're like, you're thinking Star Wars. You're thinking Star Citizen. You start thinking, whoa, is this what that's going to be? It's more likely not going to be that.
No,
it's going to be pretty simplistic.
It's probably going to be amazing, and it probably have VR support.
Maybe that's why they delayed it.
Yeah. Who knows? This will be a great showcase for VR. But I mean, the news
prediction. They announced it at E3.
That will be a shocking. No, that's not gonna. That's. I think that was a prediction already.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
But
I'm just going out there, just covering my bases.
I heard about, and this is like the disgusting part of the internet that I hate. People getting death threats. Was either the reporters.
Well, it started with the report. I think Kotaku reported a rumor that it would be delayed. That person started getting death threats because of the rumor. Then, of course, he was right, because here comes Sean something. I forget his last name, but the guy who's the creator, the developer, the main guy. He comes up and says, the unfortunate, and he did the nicest letter. The nicest
like apology letter?
Yeah. Well, yeah, just explaining, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for everything. Because of this. Because of the fact that we have so many people watching this, we need to make sure this is on time. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm like, granted, it may end up being a 7 and 8, as far as reviews go and stuff. It may not be like, the next coming of the Last of Us or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Overwatch.
what I'm saying? It may be, or Overwatch, yeah. It may be something a little bit under expectations, but these guys are proud of what they're doing, and they want to make sure, because they said it themselves. This is how they said it. This is not verbatim, guys. This is literally I'm just remembering, but basically stating, because we only have one shot at this. You release it messed up, and then that's it. So everybody's thinking it's
Yeah, everybody's thinking. I hate that fact that people complain about buggy games and like incomplete games. Well, these guys are making, they're finishing the game, they're polishing it, they want to get it done when it's done, which, by the way, every game should be released when it's done. I hate the fact that they have those release dates. Street Fighter 5 says hi, and even Battlefield 4 when it was released originally, which was like super horrible. So these guys are taking time to polish this game. And then this is the answer they get,
In the end, it's just a game, and this is a ridiculous response, threatening people, and this is most likely either children who are, who are just idiots who don't understand, or grown adults who are just children. You know what I'm saying? It's a ridiculous thing. I'm almost 100% sure it's not even a serious thing. It's just they're just frustrated. But you don't do that.
Well, you don't do that. Yeah, it doesn't matter how frustrated it is.
In the end, this is just a game.
If they announce the game is delayed until next year, would it be upsetting? Yeah, perhaps. But I'd rather they take their time and finish it. Do it right. No, nothing that's just stupid. If we had a member of our group doing that, we'd ban for life.
It would be banned for life instantly. Yeah. For the record, if this ever gets out to the guys at Hello Games. From the quiet or from the silent majority.
Yes.
I like to say, take your time.
Take your time, guys.
Apologize for the vocal majority.
Yes.
Or rather, the vocal minority that decides to make things bad. But I apologize for that, and I hope the game turns out great.
I really do too. I definitely I'm excited to see what what the game is all about.
Yeah.
And maybe I will have time to play it.
Well,
maybe I would have finished Uncharted by then.
Oh no! Well, because according to this, it can take you several billion years to get to all the planets.
Oh, that's fine. I plan on living forever.
Oh, well then, yeah, you should be fine then.
Yes.
All right. In other news, we have the Xbox One has dropped to $299.
Jesus. So Xbox One price drop.
Price drop.
You know what that means? Before E3, that's an announcement. That is something is coming out. I think my prediction is happening. It's they're gonna say, and the Xbox Slim is available today.
Oh, I don't know if it's gonna be. Well, maybe the little one, the $99 one. I could see that one.
The
little one. I don't know.
Yeah, the Roku box, the streaming device.
I can see that one being available.
No, I think I'm not saying Scorpio. I'm not saying whatever the next gen. Yeah, they already specified that's going to be for 2017, and there's already console warring about that. About Scorpio is going to be more powerful than the Neo, and
actually,
vice versa.
If the specs are correct, it's going to be significantly more powerful.
Which it'll still be about the games, though.
Huh?
It'll still be about the games.
Oh, yeah. In the end, it's still about the games. But I'm saying, it's that from what you saw the specs? Did you see?
Yeah. I think it's like 8 teraflops or something versus
serious.
6 point something on the Neo, and that's all fine and good. But then there was some rumors. There was some rumor about Nintendo. I just saw that on NeoGAF. Someone talking. It was not an official person from Nintendo, of course, but they were saying that Nintendo's next console is not looking to be. First of all, it's not going to be the same architecture, the 486 architecture, than the Xbox One and PS4 are, like basically PCs. It's going to be its own custom design.
Proprietary design.
Proprietary design, which is okay. It has worked for them before.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. As far as for third-party support, that's gonna be a bitch to support then, and also they're not looking to be more powerful than the current gens, which it's like the
current gen is like already falling behind.
Yeah, it's like then what the hell is this, guys? You know what?
So they're going to take it's going to be less powerful than the Wii.
It's going to be the Wii 3.0 or something. That's what I'm thinking.
Wow.
Sorry, Nintendo fans. I'm obviously joking.
No. Yeah. I mean, it could be.
You
don't know until they say something, and we won't hear anything. See, okay. Going back to the Xbox One.
Yeah. Let's say this $299.
That means obviously something's coming out. They're going to be announcing something. They're making way for something.
I feel that it's the same way. So
I got a question.
Yes. Do you buy an Xbox One right now?
Yes.
No.
Okay. So here's another question. Those who just bought Xbox Ones. What the hell?
Hopefully they save the receipts.
Oh. Hopefully they didn't open the box. I mean, if they're looking to, because all right, so the PlayStation Neo, again, this is all rumors because no one's announced anything.
Nothing. Yes.
The PlayStation Neo they said it's there's restrictions. They're saying no, you can't. You got everything that runs on PlayStation 4 has to run on Neo. Same thing, you know what I mean?
Yes.
If you have an Xbox One that's kind of a leap ahead, does that leave behind the Xbox One current?
As far as it can make the games look better. I think Xbox has made a good.
Yeah, that's
clear.
I
think they can make it.
What are they going to have? Are they going to do what I was afraid PS Neo was going to do?
What?
Which was exclusive to Scorpio.
Oh yeah, I can almost see that, but backward compatibility, because Microsoft has shown that they definitely know how to do backward compatibility.
But I'm saying, I'm talking about games that will come out specifically
for the Scorpio,
and it can only run on the Scorpio or PC, because obviously that's a bridge now.
Well, if I were
would be
to
something serious,
they could possibly have the dual setup where it runs at this resolution on Xbox One, but then on Xbox Scorpio it cranks up like the resolution or maybe the textures make it look better.
PC,
Yeah. So
It
that
gives
way
you
they don't
options,
have.
like, okay.
Yes. Yeah. But you won't be able to change them. Maybe it just recognizes them. Okay, this is Xbox. This is how it's gonna run. But I can see Microsoft doing something like that because I mean they have. If they have shown in the past historically, they have no qualms about leaving a system behind. I mean, original Xbox was abandoned after 5 years only.
And when
market.
when 360 came
When
out,
they went
that
with
was
360.
it. They literally dropped everything. That's it. We're not.
Yes.
I don't know. But I mean, I hope everything. I hope that doesn't happen.
No.
For the record, I hope it doesn't happen for me.
But I want to see Scorpio because he looks amazing.
It does.
I want to see
It sounds
Xbox
amazing.
back
Let's
to
put it
the.
that way. It sounds amazing. We don't know what it looks like.
No, not exactly. Sounds amazing.
So, I want to get into some of, since we're coming up to June, these are just some of the major releases that we are aware of. We're just going to jump right into them. June 7th, Mirror's Edge, Catalyst. How do you feel about this?
I'm excited. I'm actually want to see what happens with Mirror's Edge.
Did you play in beta?
I played. No, I didn't play the beta. I heard good things.
Or demo, I guess it was.
Oh, the demo. Yeah, whatever it is. The original. I could not. I remember when I bought the original one. I could not play it because it always made me sick. I don't know if it was the POV or the motion but I remember getting really sick. Like I never got in games.
I got it, and I got pretty far in it, and I stopped. And I was just like,
Yeah, it was like,
I'm kinda done.
yeah.
It's like,
I got my feel.
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much. So,
yeah.
I mean, it was pretty, for what it was. This looks even.
But this looks like it's if it's a reboot.
Yeah, it looks even better. It looks amazing.
Yes,
I
yes.
mean, I was like, whoa, there's no guns, which is fine because the gunplay before, if I remember correctly, was pretty wonky. It wasn't very.
Okay, no, we said we're not gonna. Okay, just aside step.
Overwatch,
yes. Just aside, real quick. Did you hear about the petition that has like over 14,000 signatures already to have the guns removed from Overwatch?
What?
Yes, there is a petition apparently to Blizzard to remove the guns from Overwatch so it'll make it more like family friendly and kids friendly because, I mean, apparently removing tracers butt pose, booty pose was, didn't make it friendly enough. Now we're gonna be removing the guns.
It's not a freaking kid's game.
It's a first-person shooter.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You gotta be like tagging people?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Using foul language?
Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
No, because there's no.
Well, you can bleep it.
You can bleep.
I mean, if we're talking censorship, we just go all the way, right?
You gotta have Reinhardt like high-fiving people left and right, or tagging.
He's out.
Tag you're it.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yes, it's
Retarded.
it's overkill for Overwatch, and we're closing the Overwatch.
Okay, so back to release. The next one coming on June 21st.
Wait, which one are we talking about?
I haven't said it yet.
Oh.
June 21st. Mighty Number 9.
Oh, Mighty Number 9 is getting released?
Apparently.
Finally?
Yes, June 21st.
I heard somebody
Gilberto
asking.
asked on the... Yes, Gilberto. He was the Chaos Reaper.
Chaos
asked
Reaper.
on the group, what is the deal with Mighty Number 9?
What is the deal with Mighty Number 1?
What is the deal with Mighty Number 9? No, did you see that, the most recent trailer? The launch trailer?
The one with the horrible voice acting and like...
Disgusting graphics?
Yeah.
Did you see the graphics?
It's kind of rough. I mean, I don't know if he's trying to go...
Are you kidding me? For 3 years in development?
Maybe they're trying to go for that 16-bit. I mean...
Shovel Knight looked better. I mean, all right.
It looks very generic. It looks like a poor man's Mega Man, and that's not fair.
It's not. I mean, but it really doesn't look like it was.
No.
I mean, it literally looks like it was been developed for 3 years, and for the first year and a half, they said, "Oh, we'll get to it." You know what I mean? And it just recently, because it doesn't. Don't get me wrong. I'm still interested in it. I've been interested in it since I heard about it. Playing Mega Man back in the day.
Yeah.
And if the gameplay's there, hey, who knows? It may not be about the graphics. The original Mega Man wasn't about the graphics. You know what I mean? You go back.
Well, it was about the graphics at that time. At that time, it looked great.
True, but look at Mega Man 9 and 10, which came out recently.
Yes.
They literally used Nintendo graphics or Super Nintendo graphics.
Yeah,
so
they went for that 8-bit
It wasn't
design.
about that graphic. It was always about the gameplay. So if the gameplay's there, maybe it's okay. But God, the trailer really didn't help.
You know what game also is not about the graphics but about the gameplay? Overwatch.
Although the graphics are pretty there too.
And I'm done. Please continue.
For somebody who hasn't played much. All right.
That's why.
And then finally, these are, again, I'm skipping over this. A couple other games, but I don't really care.
Oh, come
No,
on.
I didn't even write them down here. I'm sorry. June 28th.
Now, who cares about the other games? Last Guardian, who cares?
Lego Star Wars.
Oh, yes.
Force Awakens.
And you know what? I haven't been interested in like Lego games. I mean, they're fun to play with your kids and stuff like that, but I have no kids, so how was I going with this? Oh, this Star Wars game, this one looks pretty interesting. It looks funny.
It looks
and
hilarious.
because it's based on episode 7, which was a great movie.
Yes.
It almost makes me want to take a second look.
That's why I put it on here. I was like, I don't know. I like that. See that? That trailer right there.
That trailer.
The trailer was freak. I was like, oh my god, it's the movie in Lego. It sold it for
with
me.
funnier bits, and I like that. I like that silly Lego humor.
Yeah.
Which
is always it's cool. You gotta have with your shooting. You gotta have.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, those games. You can't lose because every time you get killed, you respawn basically. So it's like unlimited lives, and somehow it still managed to be fun. It's fun finding those secrets.
It's got charm, and that's what's more important.
Yeah.
Well, not more important, but that's what's important for those games.
Yeah.
So.
And we're running out of the wine here.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick 5-minute break to reset wine.
And to refuel. And we'll be right back after this.
After these messages.
We'll be right back.
You are playing with power.
Punch Out by Nintendo.
Play with power.
11 world-class contenders. Take them down with your controller, beat them all, and you've got a shot at Tyson's title.
Power.
But for that, you've got to beat Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
And we're back.
Just a little bit more wine.
Oh.
Cheers.
Oui. What do the wine people? I don't drink a lot of wine. So what do they?
People say?
Yeah. What do I?
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's what they say in France.
Yes, exactly. That's how it goes.
All right, so where were we? Oh, so I wanted to go over some of the, since we're at the beginning of June, some of the free games coming to Xbox and to PlayStation 4.
Yes.
Or PlayStation, I should say.
Yes.
So we'll start with Xbox. Xbox games with Gold. You're going to have Goat Simulator available all month.
Nice.
For your delight.
Nice.
First off, the game is hilarious.
I've never played it.
After like 10 minutes,
it's
not so funny anymore.
No.
Well, the first 10 minutes are damn just hilarious. Bro.
Yes. Download it for the first 10 minutes and then you can delete it. Yes.
And then, it's a free download, right?
It's a physics game.
And you never played it? You didn't get it?
No, I don't have any idea.
On my phone.
You don't have your phone?
Like an Android. And I still work. Oh, I shouldn't say this because we have people who work with us, but at work, I was
working, and in between calls, I was playing Goat Simulator.
In between calls, correct.
I thought it was a dating simulator.
Which one?
I thought it was a dating simulator. The goat simulator was a dating simulator. So.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't even know.
All right, and then they're gonna have Ubisoft's The Crew. Available from June 15th to July 15th. That's a weird
selection.
I'm not so,
I don't think they're selling a lot of The Crews. So.
Well, have you played it? Have you tried it? Anybody
no.
you know who tried it?
I heard he wasn't great at launch, but maybe they're fixed it now. Maybe, yeah.
So that's going to be available for you guys. I'm still curious about The Crew, honestly. I need a racing game.
It's like The Division. It gets better with time.
That's like Ubisoft. Ubisoft in general. And then for the 360, which is also backwards compatible with Xbox One, FYI. Super Meat Boy.
Super Meat Boy. That's a great
I
game.
Have it too, dude. I still play it every so often. I just put it in, die a few times. I'm like, okay.
Dude, I don't know why on PC. I guess they haven't patched it correctly. If you have a fast PC, then it will play that game at double speed. and then it doesn't become, like you can't control it really.
No, it's already fast.
Yeah, it's already fast enough. Yeah.
it's already, but damn,
One of the greatest things about that game is like the speed in which you respawn after if you die. I always like that. Reminds me of the old Tony Hawk games.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good. You don't want to have to wait through a loading screen and all that. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, Super Meat Boy is great. This is a must-have. This is from back. If I'm not mistaken, this is back in the
2007
Xbox Live Arcade days.
Yes, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember the year. I want to say 2008, but I could be wrong.
It could be
Don't quote me on that.
And finally, also to Xbox 360, also backwards compatible, XCOM Enemy Unknown.
My 2012 Game of the Year.
Yes.
This is a game that if you haven't had the opportunity to play and it's backward compatible, go ahead and play it now. This game was amazing. XCOM 2 was great. No, it's actually good. It's just they put up a lot of systems on it, and the tutorial is not the best. So I hate the fact that I was always playing feeling like I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing here, and you don't want to play like 10 hours of the game and then realize you're screwed.
Yeah.
So it didn't give you very good feedback. But XCOM, the original reboot
was great. Yeah,
great.
That was really
great
good.
game.
I had that on PS3.
Love that game.
And yes, I have to agree. That wasn't my game of the year, but definitely it was nominated because it was a surprise.
Yes.
It's a turn-based strategy game.
Strategy games. I named my squad with names of my friends.
Yes, me too.
And then seeing them get killed was very tough. I mean, you definitely worked to keep them protected.
Bless her heart. May she rest in peace. Was my number one
on the game, guys. On the game, people.
Yes. Was my number one support, dude.
Yes.
She was there every time, helping everybody out, and it was and she was one of the originals.
Was she a sniper?
No, she was support.
Oh.
She was support.
Okay.
So
she was a healer.
She was a healer, yeah. And then one day, one mission, that's all it takes. You looked the wrong way, and she got taken out. Pretty handily too.
And then
and
that's when I reload.
out of range to help in any way.
I'll be like, reload.
No, I didn't reload. I took it as like, you know what? That's my story.
That's your story.
The story
exactly.
I got, and unfortunately,
honey, you're not gonna believe what happened to you today.
Yeah, I came to
but you die.
I came to her a little tear in the eye, going, honey, I'm so sorry I let you down.
XCOM.
It's a good game.
Definitely play if you have
the
the opportunity.
Now for PlayStation Plus, they have, and this may excite you.
Is it knack? Is it knack finally?
No. NBA 2K16.
Oh.
Again, for those who may be excited for this, I actually, believe it or not, used to have like NBA Live 95, 96 back in the days for the Super Nintendo, and a friend of mine had it on the Genesis. And
you know what?
The hell out of this stuff. Double dribble. Come on now. We had a
old school versus new school with double dribble. I
used to be into that stuff, bro.
I played Player One actually. I was playing
NBA Jam.
Was it? No. It was oh god. It was one of the console ones and one of the latest ones. I was playing with Brett.
Oh, one of the basketball games.
One of the basketball games. Yeah. And I was like very surprised. I mean, I completely had not been following the sport games, and I'm actually quite surprised at the level of fidelity that they reach. Good. It's like, wow, this looks amazing.
It does.
Yeah.
So, and this is the most recent one.
The most recent one too.
Plus. That's a first.
That's a first.
Yeah. Also, Gone Home, console edition.
I heard that. I heard good things about the game. It's on my list.
That is a must, brother.
It's on the list. Yes.
So getting that.
Oh,
the funny thing is, I was gonna spend money on it, going, $20. Do I want this? Not that it's not worth it, but I'm like,
Would you play? Yeah. Would I have time to play it?
Although this is not really spoiled because it's pretty well known. It's not a very long game at all.
No.
You know what I mean? No. So, but that also adds to the should I? It's $20. One of it, and boom, here it is free, and I'm like, thank you, PlayStation Plus. Thank you, Mr. Yoshida. I appreciate that. And then for PlayStation 3, Echo Chrome. which is a little puzzler.
Yeah, it's kind of puzzling that they're releasing
it's
that
a bit
one.
puzzling that's coming out.
That's a launch,
after,
almost a launch title for the PS3.
Many years. Suddenly, it's almost like, what else do we put on PlayStation?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what else? Is people playing the PlayStation 3? Well, actually, Doom Saint, Nelson
is
playing.
Mr.
He was
Martinez,
requesting Battlefield 3 players. Oh, Battlefield 4. Sorry.
It was Battlefield 3. It was
Battlefield 3?
Yes.
Oh, come on, dude. No, you have to upgrade. No. I will not accept that. That should be play the Battlefield 4. Yeah, let's not get it right. We don't want to sully his good name.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was PlayStation 3. You hear me? Battlefield 3 is what he was asking. Anybody who wants to play Battlefield 3?
Battlefield 4.
And anybody who wants to play Battlefield 3, hit him up because you want to keep him on your team, not against, because he's.
How many people do you think we have in the group that haven't upgraded to next gen consoles?
I don't know.
Yeah, sound off. Definitely leave it in comment. If you still have just a PS3 or a Xbox 360, we want to know. We definitely want to know.
Yeah,
we're curious
to know, to see who.
Yeah, like why? What's holding? I mean, if it's money, of course, we understand that. But if it's
okay, I take it back.
It is Battlefield
4 on PlayStation 3. I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on.
I take it back, Nelson. I'm sorry. I don't know why I saw 3. I just got confused there. But
maybe because he was playing on PlayStation 3.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. But so he but yeah, if anybody does have an old that last gen console and does not have a current gen, hit us up.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Well, not what's wrong with you. I mean, just saying, hit us up. Tell us why. What's holding you back? I mean, obviously now with the
they might be waiting for
possibility of the new console.
Yeah, they might be waiting.
But what took 3 years? What wasn't? Because it's been out for a while.
Dude, we're in June. We're in the E3 month. E3 is like what? A week? 2 weeks?
That's right. Holy month.
Holy mother of Skype. We do have E3 this month. I didn't realize. I'm so excited.
So literally 12 days away.
12 days away. Counting down to E3.
Less than 2
weeks.
E3
Palooza.
Yes. All right, so we're going to quickly go into some movie news since my fellow cohort here is not big into the movies. But I did want to bring something up. Warcraft. Currently well, first off, I don't know if anybody is interested in seeing this. If you don't know, it is most likely loosely based off of World of Warcraft, Blizzard's game. It's just called Warcraft. It looks like it just has the humans and the orcs.
I think it's based on the original RTS game, which was called Warcraft, because it's just human versus orc, or at least from the trailers. It's what it looks like. Kind of generic, wouldn't you say?
Well, it does look very generic. It looks
like generic fantasy. I'm concerned because
the trailers never really caught me.
No.
The special effects look good. Don't get me wrong. They look
they look a little CGI, too CGI-ish. A little too CGI.
They are definitely CGI, but they look good for CGI. I mean, they look like, for instance, when you see the Hulk in Marvel. He's CGI, but it looks good. What I mean? So they look like that. That one main orc, who I guess he's one of the main characters.
I forgot his name. I haven't played World of Warcraft in a really long time. But
it looks pretty good. This was visuals anyway.
I mean, this is a Blizzard property, which if you've seen the trailers for each Blizzard game, they look amazing. Like those trailers, that's what you want the movies to be. That full CGI, full rendered world where they do crazy stuff, amazing angles, good stories even. I still see the StarCraft 2 announcement. It still gives me goosebumps whenever I see it. And all the World of Warcraft CGIs look amazing. And now the latest ones, the Overwatch ones.
The Overwatch shorts.
You have to see those shorts. They look amazing. They look really like the Pixar at its finest. That type of quality.
Yeah, definitely like Pixar.
And then you get a game, you get excited about hearing about a Warcraft game, and it's live action, which is, I guess, okay, but it's a lost opportunity. To me.
It is.
To me.
So, just to kind of give you a heads up as to where things currently stand. Rotten Tomatoes. This is after, let's see.
Oh, we have critics. We have reviews already.
29 critics,
29 critics. All right, that's a good quorum.
24%.
On Warcraft.
Warcraft, yes, so far.
I am not surprised.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
looking
man.
pretty bad at the moment.
It's looking
I was
like
hoping it was gonna. I honestly, well, here's the deal. Overall, I don't know anything about Warcraft. I don't know anything about World of Warcraft. But I want video game movies to be as successful as comic books.
yeah, there are
And
some
you know
great
what I'm saying?
properties,
Yeah,
and they have a story to tell, just like video games,
Yeah.
just like most video games.
absolutely.
And this to hear that this was gonna be just another video game movie,
Yeah.
you know, with the same kind of like expectation. Well, it's not gonna be that great. It's probably gonna be a little bit like
Everybody
the game.
had already low
The game.
expectations on it, and then the trailer comes out, and
It just didn't look
that
that
really
great.
Didn't look.
Yeah, it didn't
do
look that
much.
great.
I'm hoping
I don't recognize any of those actors. Do you recognize any of those actors?
in the movie, no.
No,
That doesn't help
no.
you.
Not that,
You need-
not that that says anything about it. I
No,
mean,
but when you
granted,
see-
Star Wars Episode 7 says hi.
Yeah, but let's be real. When you see that had the name behind it. Star Wars had the name behind it. That's why, regardless of anything, Episode 7 was going to sell.
Yes.
Okay, because it's Star Wars, and
Yeah.
we knew it was a continuation, and most people knew the old cast was back.
Mm-hmm.
For here, most people don't know Warcraft. Most of those
Reviewers?
critics
Critics?
most likely don't even know that that's what it's based off of. You know what I mean?
It's a
So they're
shame.
looking at, well, that's one thing, but you have to look at it. You have to look at it as a movie, as
Mm-hmm.
a property on its own. Does it stand up? And clearly, it doesn't seem that way. You know
No,
what I mean?
even the premise sounded kind of generic the first time I heard it, which was the reason
I
why
don't even know what the premise is. What
I will still watch. Well, it's the orcs Draenor, which is their world, is getting destroyed, and they have to find a new home on the world of, I don't remember. Whatever is the human world. I'm so sorry. I'm so off of my World of Warcraft lore.
is it Earth?
No, it's not. They don't call it Earth. They call it.
No, this is how little.
This is gonna gnaw at me. I'm gonna have to find it between titles. I mean between news. But it's one of those like, okay, fighting for coexistence.
Oh, okay.
And it never looked like it. They never really felt like it has stakes. Yeah, again, you can't get a lot from trailers, but
No, you can't.
but yeah, World of Warcraft. I'll still go and watch it. I know I have my brother-in-law. He's a big World of Warcraft fan, and I know he's gonna want to see it, and I'll go with him just to
Okay.
give a report.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can get a first-hand review of that movie. Curious to know.
Yes.
But my only deal is we have the Assassin's Creed movie coming out soon. Now that trailer,
That-
for the most part, kind of got me interested.
That
It felt,
trailer
it felt very Matrix-like.
I care very little about myself. I'm talking about my personal opinion. I don't care much about Assassin's Creed and its
yeah,
lore,
me, yeah.
but if I had to judge it based on
what we saw.
on what we saw, it was very it looked very true to
It
the
looked like
to
an
the
Assassin's
IP.
Creed movie, yes.
Yeah, it looked like
Yeah,
a
it
proper
looked like- it
Assassin's
looked
Creed
like
movie
exactly what it
with
should
the
be.
movement of that. I heard that 30% was gonna be in the worlds of the past. On the what do you call it?
Oh, and was it 30%?
Or something like that. I don't.
I heard maybe it was 6. I heard 60.
60%?
Maybe 60% was supposed to be in the current.
On the current
Maybe
world,
that's
and
what it was.
then-
so maybe 40%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, but I mean, it looks pretty good. The only thing I didn't like about the trailer, of course, is the whole Kanye West song coming on.
Oh, that was horrible. That was a terrible selection. I don't know what they did that for.
Completely unnecessary. And,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel a little embarrassed that they went and chose that one because that was ridiculous. But the reason I want these movies to do well, one, I want video games movies to to go out and represent. You know what I mean, and show people, hey, video game stories are real stories. You know what I mean?
Dude, I've been dying for a Bioshock movie.
Oh my
A
God.
Bioshock movie.
This is why I want these things to
amazing.
succeed because when they finally succeed, we will finally get our Bioshock movie rated R on top of that, because it has to be freaking rated R.
Yes, it has to be true to its score.
Yes. And we'll never get that if they keep bombing. Unfortunately, we're never gonna get Bioshock because Bioshock rated R with all the special effects in it is never gonna happen.
Yes.
So cross fingers.
Would you kindly give us Bioshock?
Would you kindly make video games movies
good
so that we can finally get
Yes.
the Bioshock movie that I have been dying for.
Yes.
So
And Overwatch.
and an Overwatch movie. Well, guys, that brings us to the end of episode 6. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and I hope you enjoy the more lengthier podcasts.
Yeah, let us know if you like this this format. Obviously, we're still getting learning.
We're still coming together with stuff. The studio is not 100% set yet.
No.
We still have to insulate it, so they probably hear a little bit of an echo, but don't worry about that. It won't last for very long. And you probably heard some laughter a little bit a while ago, but
We don't know. I mean, this house is next to an asylum.
Yeah.
So I apologize for the craziness that might have sounded on the background.
Haunted, unfortunately, but it's that's how it works.
We need your help, guys. YouTube won't let us have our own URL until we reach a particular amount of subscribers. Now, I heard 100, I heard 500. I don't know where the number lies, but if you could do us a favor, if you're a fan of the group and you like the what we do, you want to see more of it, please go to YouTube, subscribe.
The name is good. Currently, it's listed under Good Game and then bracketed GG.
Yes.
And of course, we can improve that once we get the actual URL. Then we can actually have a website or an actual link to it. But until then, we need those subscribers. So right now, we don't know if it's 100 or 500, but we are making a huge push for that 100.
Yes.
And so tell your friends, tell everybody you know, go on to YouTube, just subscribe. And you know what? If you don't mind, throw on the notifications. We got videos that come up every so often, and usually gameplay videos. And we're going to be working on another episode. Javier, if you're listening, brother, we are going to be working.
We
on
hear
this.
you, brother. We are going to have old school versus new school. We're bringing it back.
7, yes.
For those who don't know, old school versus new school used to be kind of like a sketch.
Yeah.
Little video that we used to have.
It was basically. It started off as a competition. It was old school gamers such as myself, from playing since Atari times, versus new school gamers who, started more recently in the PlayStation 2 and past that.
The millennials, if you will.
Yes. So, and then it was a little competition. We'll play an old game and versus each other. We'll play a new game versus each other. And in between, we'd have these little skits that were pretty funny to do.
Yeah.
And then we got up to episode 6, and it just kind of dropped off from there. But so help us out,
We
guys.
should get follow us on Twitch also. We're Good Game Gamer Group on Twitch.
On Twitch, yeah. Subscribe there.
Subscribe
follow
there.
us there. Give us suggestions. Go to the group. Let us know what you want to see played. If you want to see some sort of any game that comes out. All right, guys. So well, tune in next week to episode 7, and until then, GG.
GG.